You're watching Ask Profit. I'm Smriti Chaudhary and with me is
Mathew.
And for the next 30 minutes, we'll take all your stock-related questions. You can write to us on the WhatsApp number that's on your screen right now or through any of our social media channels. You can also write to us through the YouTube live chat and we'll take all your questions. But let me introduce you to the guests for today. We have with us Mr. Vivek Karwa, CEO of Vridhi Investment, and Rahul Sharma, market strategist and research head at Equity 99. Welcome, Vivek and Rahul, and thanks for joining us on the show today. Now, before we move into the questions, let's look at the markets and Alex, tell us about the focus for today as well. What stock is buzzing today?
Absolutely. Gentlemen, thanks so much for taking the time. Viewers, welcome to the show. This is the show that gets you answers to all of your stock-related questions, as Smriti pointed out. So do start sending them to us. A quick check of the benchmark indices then. We've got the Nifty 50 that's trading with gains of about 0.4% higher, and trading at an all-time high. There's been a bit of a chop and churn in trade today. Remember, today is monthly expiry as well, and the last one for 2023 at that. The broader markets are underperforming just a tad bit. You have the mid-cap index that's up about 0.1% or thereabout. Actually, it's gained in the recent past, just over the last half an hour or so, and it is up about 0.33% or so. And you have the small cap index, and let's pull that up as well. The small cap 250 index trading with gains of 0.4%. Now, let's also pull up the advanced decline ratio very quickly to tell you what the overall spread in the market breadth is looking like right now, and it's more or less even Stevens. Remember, this is more or less the trend that we saw in trade yesterday as well. Towards the end of the session, of course, you saw significant buying. But we focus on one particular stock at the start of every show, and today that stock is HUDCO. This is a stock that is up, or was up about 11%. In fact, let's pull up the chart right now and see what it's currently trading. It is gaining on the back of an MOU that is signed. So it is gained, and it has gained in strength. In fact, it's currently trading with gains of over 18%. It has signed an MOU with the Gujarat government for 14,500 crore rupees of investments in that state for financing housing and urban infra projects. The investment declaration has been made ahead of the Vibrant Gujarat Global Summit of 2024. Of course, in the first half year of the current financial year, the company has reported disbursements of 3,723 crore, which is a considerable increase compared with the same period last year. Its sanctioned loans worth 7,808 crore rupees as well. The stock is up as much as 100% in the last 6 months and is up over 115% in the year-to-date period. So let's go across to Vivek first on the fundamentals. Vivek, what do you make of this particular counter, and what do you make of this latest development? Signing of MOUs does not necessarily mean immediate impact. One would think that this would take place over a period of time.
Good morning, Alex, and Happy New Year in advance to all of you, because this is probably the last time I'm meeting you in this year. You correctly actually nailed the point. It is not necessary that MOUs actually turn out into reality, first thing. Okay, going by the past history, even if it is going to happen, what I feel is at this price after the run-up, this stock really looks very, very costly. Of course, they have given out loans of approximately 7,000 crores last time. On that, 14,500 looks good. But I also went through the MOU declaration of the company and the official with the Gujarat government. And nowhere it mentions how much time period will it take. Is it for 1 year, 2 years, 5 years? I don't know. So I'm sure it is not going to be for 1 year, because 1 year is very, very aggressive target if it has to happen. On 7,000 base, then 14,500 is not possible. So after this run-up, I think the valuation looks fair compared to its peer group. So I don't see much rally from here. So and you should keep in mind that we are talking at all-time high of the market. So any small corrections, there would be profit booking here also.
Understood. Very quick view, Rahul, on the charts then for HUDCO. Would you hold or would you sell if you're holding right now?
Yes, morning, Alex. And I think rightly said by my partner here. Firstly, HUDCO, it's a wonderful dividend-paying company. And since the beginning of this December, you were talking about the half-year time period. But since the beginning of the December month, we have seen great higher momentum in this company and price action as well. Beginning of this month, HUDCO was trading around 85, 86 levels. And since then, we are witnessing currently it is trading above 130. So we have roughly see a rally of 45 odd points or returns of somewhere around 50% in just few sessions. So the chart structure is very much positive right now, but slowly the technical indicators are showing that the stock is going under overbought category as the RSI and MACD is showing the signals. So some profit booking may come, and advice over taking fresh position will not be favorable as per risk and reward ratio is concerned. So those who are having positions from the lower end must follow with the trailing stop loss, which is currently placed at 120 levels. Obviously, for the fresh positions, I think one should wait for the declines to add for the long-term basis.
Let's start off with the questions now. First up, we have a question from Navadip Jain, and he's written to us on YouTube. He's talking about Rajesh Exports, and he wants a short-term to medium-term view on the stock. If we look at how the stock has performed, it's in the green today, and in the year-to-date, it's given negative returns. It's down 50% in year-to-date. Rahul, I'll come to you on this. How does it look on the charts in terms of short to medium-term view for Rajesh Exports?
Particularly Rajesh Exports, the chart structure is not so good. Even I would say that it is still under pressure. Till the time it doesn't crosses 450 levels, I think this consolidation or the pressure will be continued. On the lower side, the risk is, although minimum, the 345 levels are showing the strength as it has tested many a times, and looking like a support here. But once it will give closing below 345, the chart structure will be damaged, and then I think huge declines will be seen. So as per now, till the time on the upside 445 or maybe 400 is not crossed, I will not take any position on the fresh side. Whomsoever is holding must follow strict stop loss of the 340 or 345 levels, which is a crucial support as of now.
The next counter is Divi's Laboratories, and we've got Rajesh Maheshwari who's writing in and asking about this. He's bought 70 shares at an average price of 4,460, which is slightly elevated. In fact, it's considerably above the current market price. This is a stock that has gained about 13.6% in the year-to-date period, and it has underperformed to a certain extent. Vivek, I'll come to you first on this one. On the fundamentals, does it make sense to stay invested?
Alex, we have been seeing that API-related companies are doing well past few days, and pharma overall looks still underbought to me. So if you really want to look at next Divi's, I think it is Divi's Lab only, and you should hold it on. Pharma from here, I think is one of the safest bets you can really go on. So pharma overall space I'm bullish on. Divi's would be one of the good picks in it. Divi's, Lupin, Cipla, all these things will continue doing well. So hold it on. I don't think there is major downside from here. And even if a downside comes, I think there will be a lot of buying interest in stocks like Divi's.
View, Rahul, on the charts for Divi's Laboratories. What point would you average at if you are to average your buying price?
Actually, Alex, on daily charts, it is on the urge of giving the breakout. We can see a good momentum picking up from last few sessions, but last two sessions has been into a consolidation. I think 39.20 is the breakout point, and if at all we get closing above 39.20, it will be a breakout. And I think the next hurdle on the upside will be around 4,400. So I think the investor should carry the position as of now. The fresh position, if anybody is looking to enter into Divi's Lab, I think he should wait, let it cross 39.20 levels, and then you can make a fresh position. On the downside, I think 36.50 is a strong support zone which has been tested in the recent past. I think 36.50 should kept as a stop loss for the target levels of around 4,400.
All right, fair point. Next up, we have a question from Amit Rastogi. He's one of our regular viewers and he's talking about Route Mobile. He wants to know, he already has bought the stock at 1250 levels. The stock is currently around 1588. So he wants to know if he should continue holding the stock, accumulate, or get out of the stock at this juncture. This is for the longer term. So I'm going to come to you, Vivek.
Okay. The cloud services companies would continue doing well. And just like the EMS companies, the cloud services, and the company also is engaged into messaging, voice, email, all those services. What I feel is if you look at the growth of the company and the profit ratio, probably you can look at the PEG ratio, it is still under 0.5. So there is still scope left. I think you should continue holding it. And the company is almost debt-free. That also gives it one more advantage that even if there is a correction, the downside will again be limited. So please hold it on. Looks overall good. And if you compare it with the peer group also, but the valuations are quite low compared to the peer group.
Okay, we've got a question coming in from Miraj. He's writing in from Bengaluru and he's asking about Flare Writing. It's a new listing and he's bought it at absolutely elevated levels. I think at the highest price possible in the secondary market. Vivek, I'll come to you on this one. It's down since its listing day. In fact, let's pull up the max chart and see where it's trading. So I believe it's down about 20% since listing. Would you say that he should hold on to this though?
See, I did not subscribe to this IPO, particularly because the products are a high competition sector and they trade just like commodities. So I am not sure will it really go fast. Of course, 20% can cover in bull market anytime. So on every rise, I think you should book out and don't enter the stock again. The amount of competition you go to a stationery shop, you can feel that Flare Writing might feel pressure in future also.
All right, fair point. Let's move on to the next one. We have Dilip. He's talking about IDFC Bank. He's already bought in shares at 100 and the stock is currently trading below that buy price. They haven't mentioned about what kind of, if they want to hold for a longer term or for a shorter term. So I'm going to look at the shorter term for this first. Ayush, how does it look in the short term? Should they continue holding the stock?
Rahul.
Yes, I think he should continue holding the stock, although currently it is going sideways. But it has tested around 88 levels for the many times. And I think going ahead also, this sideways may be continued for another 1 or 2 months. But as soon as we get closing above 92 or 93 levels, I think the momentum will kick in and the stock is likely to go beyond 100 levels. So he should wait out for some moment till we get closing above 92, and then he can average out the position to make the overall position into profits while it travels above 100. So for this, I think you should keep a strict stop loss, which is placed around 84, which is a strong support in the charts. So I think you should hold on and carry out your position for a few more time, and you will get a good exit.
Right. Apologies for the for the wrong name, and I'd like to take a fundamental check on this as well. Should they sell the position in IDFC, Vivek?
No, I would be bullish on this. In fact, I would give a buy. I'll give the reason also. Particularly NBFC sector and even BFSI sector, banking and financial services. Overall, the sector looks good. The sector has not rallied till now. That is one reason. And IDFC, recently RBI has already given them NOC to reverse merge IDFC Bank into IDFC, and then the IDFC would become IDFC Bank again. So once that process starts, I think you will have one bank with good market cap in the say stock markets. And of late, this company has also started focusing on retail segment compared to most of the companies have done that. So that is paying off dividends to the bank. So you should hold it on for maybe 18 months to 24 months horizon at least. And I feel not just 100, we'll get more than 100 also.
Gentlemen, do stay with us. We have to slip into a very quick break, but we'll be taking viewer queries after that. Viewers, do stay tuned.
Welcome back. You're watching Ask Profit. Let's get back to the queries. This first one is coming from Sameer Bhatnagar. He's talking about Quest Corp. He hasn't mentioned if he has already bought the stock, but it's up about 5% today in trade. We'll look at the fundamentals first. Vivek, is it a good time to enter into the stock, or if they've already bought it, should they continue holding it for the longer term?
See, I've been tracking the stock past many years, and it has always disappointed me for whatever reasons. So I would stay away from Quest Corp in particular. Of late, yes, they have started giving good dividends, and the profit margin has increased over the last 3 years. But stock is still, say, laggard even in this bull market. So I would avoid, and I would request even the investor to avoid it.
Okay, I'm guessing that I know the answer to this question, but Rahul, do you have any view on our power? We've got a viewer, Mr. Reddy, who's writing in from Hyderabad, and he's bought at levels of 25.05, and he's bought 30,000 shares. What should you do with this?
See, I'll be purely on technical basis. The chart suggests that there is a major hurdle on the upside near 2470 levels, say 25. Till the time it is not being challenged, the stock is likely to go on sideways. And I think in some more time, I feel somehow you will see more declines coming in. So I would suggest as soon as you get any jump, you should take exit from this counter. And I think in coming days, there will be many more opportunities coming into the market, rather investing all of your money into the stock.
All right. Next up, we're talking about Ujjwal. The question is from Ujjwal Kumar, and he's talking about two counters. HDFC AMC that he bought 4 years ago at around 3,200 levels, and Asian Paints that also around 3,200 levels that he bought a year ago. He wants to know if he should continue holding the stock or should he exit either one of them. Rahul, I'm going to come to you on this.
See, firstly, I'll be commenting on HDFC AMC. The chart structure are very positive, and there is no sign of as such reversal. Continuous higher top, higher bottom formation on the charts, and I believe there is a strong support on the immediate basis near 3,100 levels, which should be trailing stop loss for the ones who are carrying from the downwards levels. And I think in coming days, if the market also performs, this HDFC AMC and all the other finance companies are doing good right now. So I believe HDFC AMC will be seen around 3,400 levels in coming days. So you should definitely hold on. Secondly, on Asian Paints, I think the chart structure has improved from the previous days when this particular stock, if I may, about October month. So we have seen a good rally since then, and I think right now the position is good, and the upside hurdle is placed around 3,550. So I think you should definitely hold on. The support levels as of now on Asian Paints will be kept at 3,300.
Okay, Vivek, a tough question for you. Excuse me. This is from Geeta. She's writing in from Mumbai, and she's asking about Rajnandani Metals and or MEP Infra at the current levels, with 2030 as the mark that she's likely to, or she's willing to hold this for. If you don't have coverage on this, would you be willing to give her another stock idea, possibly in the same space that these two companies play in?
It's really a tough one. But answer, see, I should say this one. Right now, we are seeing boom in infra, boom in power, and even the metal sector is going up. So when the tide turns, so everybody is happily, say, swimming in the sea, and when the tide turns, we would know who is wearing what and who is not wearing anything. So that's the answer for you. You should not stay in this kind of counters. I'm just looking at face of the numbers and just telling you. I'm not going in depth of the numbers. Now, if you really want to buy in this market, I think pharma should be the best space. Instead of this space, this space is a bit overheated. I think pharma should be a good one. And as a disclosure, I'm holding Piramal Pharma, which looks good at 138, 139 levels. So that stock should go to 160 levels is my feeling. And again, CDMO player, it's a major CDMO player, and CDMO business should do well, in fact, very well over next 1 year. So please buy that instead of these two counters.
Right. Next up, we have a question from Hezen Sequeira. I hope I'm saying the name right. They're talking about the counter Yes Bank. They've bought the shares at 16 per share. They want to know, and they had planned to hold it for the longer term, but now they're considering exiting the stock. Vivek, would you recommend it at this juncture?
I would not recommend it, surely. But as a disclosure, I also did the same mistake. I also bought it. But yeah, I bought it at when they brought the OFS at 12 rupees. So, see, just going into the fundamentals a little bit, the company has approximately 3,000 crores equity shares issued as on today. And if the company has to give you even 1 rupee EPS, it has to earn 3,000 crores profit, which looks impossible at least for next few years. And even at this rate, at 21 levels, the stock is approximately 61,000 crores market cap. So if you expect, there are rumors going on, it will go to 50, 80, 100. If you talk about that, I'm thinking that the numbers say that it might become bigger than HDFC Bank, which is not going to happen. So don't have high hopes. Fair if point. It comes to 23, 24 levels, even I would be happy to sell.
Okay, fair point. All right. Prasad from Sion, Mumbai, is asking this question. BEL. Bharat Electronics is the counter that he's talking about. He's bought at levels of 84. And he's wondering whether to hold on to this. Rahul, what's your view on the charts?
First of all, congratulations to him, as he has been holding from a very nice levels. And I think this kind of patience, being a long-term investor, is really appreciable. I'm still bullish on BEL and other PSU companies. I think BEL has a great potential to reach around 250 levels in long term. So I would suggest to definitely hold on. If at all market doesn't give the good momentum in coming days, the trailing stop loss should be used, as you are holding from a really low levels. So if you see the current price, 175 is a good trailing stop loss level, which you should carry on. And I think BEL should outperform the market in coming days as per in the long-term horizon. So I'm really bullish and keep holding it.
All right. Next up, we're talking about two counters, Sula and Devyani International. Pramod from Kerala says he's bought Sula at 420 and Devyani, at 182 per share. He wants to know the longer term view for these. Vivek, Sula and Devyani International.
See, among the QSR segment, I would not relate Zomato directly, but Zomato is the only company which looks that will start showing profit in next 1 or 2 quarters. But all other companies into QSR doesn't give any hope as of now. So you should be exiting out of Devyani on every rally. So at 194 levels, it is good even if you exit. Sula, see, long term, I would give 2 opinions. Short term, stock looks quite costly because the run-up has been very, very steep. But if you are absolute long-term investor, the wine consumption in India, per capita wine consumption is negligible. It's in point some percentage. So that will increase going forward. And among listed space, you don't have much choices. You have only Sula. So long-term, yes. Short-term, book profits.
All right. Gentlemen, we're completely out of time. Thank you so much, Rahul and Vivek, for joining in and answering all the questions that you did. And wish the both of you a very happy new year. We'll speak in the new year.
Thank you. Thanks.
All right. Now, viewers, we're completely out of time, as I said, but then we've pinned a few chats and we've saved a few questions. Do tune in tomorrow and ask those questions again. And we promise to take as many as possible in the show tomorrow. Up next is Hot Money. So do stay tuned. This is NDTV Profit.